So guys, I feel like this is the most interested video that I've uploaded so far. I mean, I'm not telling you that the other videos are not important and that you should not watch them, but I feel like this is like something more real. So today I want to share with you a lesson that I've learned, and it's not like a book that I've read and I want to give you a review about it, and it's not a challenge that I did with one of my siblings just to have fun. And it's not also a theory of a genius guy who basically changed the world. So, guys, you really should start paying attention to the time you spend with other individuals. Now, there's a quote that says that you're defined by, the 5 people you spend time with. And for me, it's true. Because people can influence the way you feel, the way you think, and the way you act. This year in particular was one of the less productive years I've ever had. And the problem is that I wasn't even acquainted with that. I didn't pay attention to the fact that I stopped doing many activities that I used to do, and realize that I'm really not being productive and I'm not doing things as I want to do them. The most dangerous part, as I said before, is that we go through life without noticing some of the basic changes that go within our daily life. Now, how can people influence the way we think, the way we act, and the way we feel? I know that from a philosophical aspect, there are philosophers who talked about freedom and about limits of freedom, and we all agree that the limits of freedom starts. You can't control the way other people think, and you can't control them to do things the way you want them to do. So basically, it's there where your freedom should stop. On the other hand, thousands of self-books were written about how to convince people to buy any product, how to sell anything to anyone, how to manipulate people, how to get what you want in, 20 days, you name it. And there's this book called The Power of Now that talks about basically the power of now. It talks about your emotions. In the first chapter, precisely, it talks about the how you should focus on the way you think and what are you thinking about in the current moment, how to not let your emotions control your thoughts, the link between thinking and feeling and all these aspects, as that you are the one who should be really concerned about this stuff and cannot let other people control you and make you feel in any bad way, you name it. But people can actually control the way you feel. There's a simple example that you can do. Just start thinking about time that you're spending. I'm not gonna be the first person to tell you that, like, pay attention to what you're doing with your life. I mean, that's not let's be honest, but just try to think about the 5 people that you spend time with. If you're an introvert and you don't like to spend much time with people, just bring it up to 3 or 2 people. You got the idea. And just start analyzing things. Start thinking about how other people are influencing the way you feel. For example, if it's someone that complains all the time, if someone who is really negative all the time, it really can bother you, and it can really become dangerous. You can be a really positive person, or just a normal person, you know, you're not really happy, but you're not depressed and you're not sad all the time and miserable. But there might be a chance that you will be in the future if you're spending time with someone who is depressed, not happy what he have, complaining all the time about everything and anything, and just everywhere, anywhere, and just one day before you know it, you're depressed, and people can be the cause of how people can influence the way you act. Well, let's say you're someone who doesn't enjoy going to party a lot, or just someone who stays at home all the time, doesn't want to have fun all the time. You're not that type of guy, but you've recently known someone, a friend who doesn't stop inviting you to parties and to fun events, and finally you step out of your comfort zone and you start hanging with that person, and you find so many things in common. You start seeing that person on a daily basis. You become best friends, and then before you know it, you might even like going to parties more than him. I mean, it's gonna be okay. Maybe this is not the right example, but anyways, you got the idea. People can influence the way you act, right? So when Jesus says yes, nobody can say no. Actually shape your vision of life, your principles, your convictions, just the way you see things. It can be positive as it can be negative, which is why we should always pay attention to the relationships we have. Just start to accept everyone the way they are, not force them to change in a bad way or bring a bad habit in their lives, and especially not let them influence the way you think, the way you act, and the way you feel. So, I'm not gonna make this video so long. I hope you got the point, got the message. If you learned something, share it with the world. And yeah, I guess I'll see you in another video. Bye.